Are you struggling to get sales in your handmade business and starting to wonder if tariffs might be the reason? You're not imagining it. Rising costs are hitting small shops hard. But don't worry, today I'm going to share real, practical ways to help you pivot and keep your business thriving, even when things get expensive. So let's talk about tariffs and how they are quietly affecting shops like mine and what it means for shoppers, makers, and the whole Etsy experience. So what are tariffs? Tariffs are extra taxes that are added to goods imported from other countries. So if you do order things from other countries, some of those products can be a little bit more expensive, sometimes a lot more expensive. Those costs have gone up, sometimes a little and sometimes a lot. It's not something that most shoppers see, but behind the scenes, it changes everything for handmade sellers who rely on those supplies every day. On April 2nd, Trump announced a minimum 10% tariffs on all U.S. imports and higher tariffs on imports from 57 countries. And these reciprocal tariffs definitely prompted some retaliation from trade partners and a stock market crash. The material that I do use right now for the Bible bags that I've been selling in my Etsy shop, I get them from Hobby Lobby, and luckily the prices have not gone up a whole lot because I do like to still feel the fabric and go in and see, get some ideas, get inspired. It's just hard to do with shopping online, but I have been getting used to shopping more online. But thankfully, I did buy a whole lot of fabric, so I do have a good bit. But my last trip to the fabric shop, I did buy a few yards extra because I knew I was gonna need them. And not only that, I'm glad I did, because now when I go shop online, because the inventory in the store is a little bit low, but when I do shop online now, it looks like a lot of things are out of stock because people have been stockpiling and buying tons of fabric just so that way in case the prices do increase, they have enough to where they don't have to spend too much money on restocking their fabric. But the biggest shift that I've seen is how people are shopping. I've noticed more people favoriting items, putting stuff in their cart for longer, but just not checking out. And I get it, budgets are tight for everyone. If something went up even just $5, it could make the difference of either buying it now or buying it later. And that hesitation is something I feel like we're all experiencing if you sell on Etsy or anywhere for that matter. So what can we do? All we can do is adapt. And that's what I've been doing. So like I said, I do buy locally from a local fabric store. And that way I can avoid the shipping surcharges. I'm going to continue to source my fabric locally so that way I can avoid some of the higher prices on the things and materials that I need to make my bag. But I have, if you notice, been working very hard on creating more patterns and creating more digital products so you can still support my work without having to worry about shipping or material price. To be honest with you, I hadn't had a sale on Etsy since about April the 12th for a physical products, and everything that came in after that was digital products, selling more patterns and things like that. So recently it picked back up a little bit because I did create a sale. Sometimes you do have to run a sale just so that way you can pick up more sales. And like I said, you do have to pivot and adjust when things happen like this. You never know when there's going to be economic things that's going to happen that could affect your shop. So you do have to just adjust the best way you can. And this is why buying handmade matters so much right now. Every sale goes directly to the real person, not a warehouse, not a giant corporation, just me trying to run my shop and make something meaningful to support my family and do what I love to do. We're not just pricing the products, we're pricing our time, material, the care that we put into it, and the heart and love that I put into every product that I'm. So to my customers and to anyone who has taken the time out to send a kind message or favorite my shop, I see you and I appreciate you. I know things are tight all around and your support still matters. So now that we've talked about being more creative with your materials and creating smaller, lower cost products, I actually have a package to drop off today for an Etsy customer, so why don't you come with me? Hey. Seat. Thank you. Thank you. You too. Oh, let's just talk about how beautiful today is. Beautiful streetcar, the sunshine. It feels so good outside. It's exactly what I needed just to clear my head so we can continue our talk. Now let's step outside for a bit because it's such a beautiful day. Because the next 3 tips are just important. Whenever I have to announce something in my Etsy shop, I like to put it right in the announcement heading on the shop announcement section. That's just one way to just be honest with your customers and just let them know what's going on. So if you have to raise your prices, when you're honest and you just let people know, hey, I'm doing everything I can to keep the material costs down and keep prices fair, most people will understand. You're not just selling a product, you're building trust. And transparency builds loyalty. And this 4th tip is a really good one. Sometimes I like to add value to the products that I sell. Instead of just always running a sale or giving a discount or slashing your prices, to keep people buying, just focus on building more value. Maybe offer a bonus or a little free gift. Recently, I added a little free gift to my products that I've been selling on Etsy. It's just a cute little faith-based straw cover, and each one just has like a cute little faith-based saying on it, like faith and I love Jesus, whatever it is on them. They're just really cute, and I just think it went really well with the Bible bags, and so that's what I've been including inside of all of the products that's been going out lately. I also add a handwritten thank you card because I think it's important to thank people personally, and it just adds a real personable touch because we all know customers love feeling special, and I just want to let them know that buying from me is not just a transaction, it's an experience. And don't rely on just one platform to sell. Even though Etsy is amazing, there's so many other platforms, so don't put all your eggs in one basket. Set up your own website, your own Shopify store, do some local craft fairs. I haven't done as many as I want to, but I am gonna get back into it. I've done a couple, and they were a lot of fun because the more streams you build, the less one fee or one tariff can knock you down. So if you're feeling overwhelmed, you're not alone. So many makers are facing the same thing right now. And with the right moves, you can come out stronger, smarter, and even more connected to the people who truly value your work. And if you want more tips like this, don't forget to like this video and also subscribe for more tutorials so you don't miss it. So thanks for being here. Keep creating because we need what you make.